kind of depends. Okay, let's see where we're at here. It's still way too thick. I know that. It probably has to come down about. Let's do the thing where I hold it and see how close my hand calipers are. It's still really thick. That one's right here. I would say it's about 23 or 24 mils right now, so it still needs to come down about 3 mils, 3 or 4. But I got the curve in there. That curve, it's still really chunky. So yeah, so this is 24 and I want to bring it down to 21. So this is exactly 24 millimeters. I want to bring it down to 21. See, that's why I don't need guides. My hands are calipers. I can just go by feel. I know how thick it is just by feeling it. There's a sweet spot. That's why I rely a lot on the feel. That's how I replicate my necks, because it's like I just kind of go for like what feels good in my hand. If my hand is the gauge, then I can pretty much replicate what I do every time. But that's just me. I wouldn't necessarily recommend people, well, Hank just freehands it and it just works out. Don't do my method. It might not work out for you. I don't even know if it works out for me. They all feel the same to me. Oh yeah, the headstock. It still needs to be shaved and drilled, but that's going to be the headstock. It's going to have a Padauk truss rod cover with my HB logo, but I'm pretty happy with the look of it. I got a lot of really nice colors in there. So this is going to be a nice guitar. Yeah. And so then that's actually going to look kind of interesting, having that headstock with the I think it works. People were worried, Rage was worried that it was going to look stupid. And I was like, trust me, once it starts to carve in there, it'll make sense. It'll actually work with what I'm doing. It's especially, I think, I'm glad I did the Padauk binding. I wasn't going to do Padauk binding, but I think it just ties things together. Yeah, thanks. It's like one of those things where it's like I didn't know 100% how it would look, but it's like I knew it would tie in as I carved it. Everything color-wise and everything would start to kind of pull in, and then the blue in the headstock balances everything else out, and then I have some really thin blue pinstripes that you can see there. There's blue pinstripes in the binding. So bird's eye maple. And so it's like you can't see that on camera, but when you hold the guitar, you see a little bit of that blue in that in the strips. So it's like it all ties. It ties in. I think the chrome hardware will work. I don't have enough material to do a burl cavity cover, so it will just be Padauk. I'd rather use it on the headstock than on the back plate. Plus, the burl. The burl is kind of, even though it's been stabilized, some of it is kind of flaky.